Hi everybody, Tom here on a nice, crisp, and sunny Friday morning just before Labor Day weekend with Ulmus Americana, the American elm. This is a beauty, a 40-inch tree I just met today for the first time. It's never been injected. And one of the questions that often comes up is, well, how did this tree make it this far? And why do I need to inject it now? Great questions, valid questions. How did it make it this far? Well, it's a bit isolated. Not a lot of elm trees left anymore in the wild because of Dutch elm disease. So the spread can be slowed by the fact that there is minimal pressure. The elm bark beetle that vectors Dutch elm disease has further to travel between unsuspecting victims. Of course, the elm bark beetle is not doing this on purpose. It's just doing its job and feeding sustainably. Talked about this in the past. But it's got deadly Dutch elm disease. Also, there are no next door neighbors from which Dutch elm disease can pass through root grafting. And that was, of course, part of why Main Street USA and truly Elm Street USA lost so many elms over the last 100 years because we planted them one after another after another. Sorry, I'm getting visited by several bugs here. Now, why is this showing signs of Dutch elm disease now? I'm seeing flags up in this crown, and even if it wasn't, I would be recommending prophylactic treatment because it's a tree, it's a plant. Climate change is very stressful. We have experienced periods of drought, intense heat recently, especially over the last couple of years. We need rain. Rain makes the world go round, and this is a plant. It requires water in order to do its basic functions. Now, the American elm is one of the best trees of all time in terms of adaptability and drought tolerance, pollution tolerance, soil compaction tolerance. It still has its limits. All of those factors were why it was planted so much on streets. It's a lowland tree. It can tolerate lack of oxygen because it can tolerate wet feet and flooding. Again, these are all urban landscape conditions that drive the decisions to plant certain trees over others. And the American elm is the champion on all of those categories until Dutch elm disease came along. So back to this tree, 40-inch tree, massive tree, well over 100 years old probably, flagging up top. Got to get this tree injected. Its ability to defend itself has been affected by climate change, by drought, by excessive temperatures. Its systems are not moving as smoothly as we would like. And ironically, that's an important factor for us to consider too, because the systemic injections that we use depend on photosynthesis and translocation of fluids inside the tree's vascular system in order to function themselves. In order to treat this tree properly, sometimes we'll ask a client, can you water a tree for us for a couple of days? Sounds crazy, watering a big tree. But again, we've got to have that flow for our work to be effective. Hoping for a little bit of rain this weekend. And again, cooler nights, dew, longer nights, more moisture. And then we'll get this injected first thing next week. Long one today. Thanks for your patience. Shut this off. Spend some time outside with family and in nature. Okay? Thanks for your interest.